I believe that a college education should be a right and not a privilege just for those who can afford it. I am a student at a university and I can't afford to pay my full way through, so I'm taking out loans. And I know that it's going to take me a while to pay these off after I graduate. College is supposed to be one of the greatest times of your life. Not only do you get an education for what you're hoping your career to be, but you also get many other great life experiences. You learn very many valuable things that you will use later on in life, and you meet very many great people that will greatly influence your life. Anybody who wants the chance to attend college should really have the ability to. Students have to worry about being in debt, and not just because of tuition, and they let this influence where they end up. It needs to be understood that colleges need to stop raising their tuition because it's just creating more problems for their students. Students shouldn't have to worry about debt when they're just trying to get their education. When students have to take out loans, usually it takes them many, many years to pay these off after they graduate. Some people won't even go to college because they don't want to have to worry about the debt. Tuition is not the only high expense in college. Textbooks, they're extremely expensive, especially for the amount that they're actually used. Also, the price of living and food are very expensive for college students. Some colleges have higher tuitions than others, and this can influence where students go sometimes. If a student has the grades to get into a really good school, but the tuition is higher than schools that aren't as good, they may not end up going to that great school. It bothers me to know that colleges are going to keep raising their tuition, even though it's creating more problems for their students. Colleges need to lower their tuition instead of raising it because people need to worry more about their education than what they're paying for it. If students were able to attend the college they wish without worrying about debt or the stress of other prices on top of tuition, then more people could get a good education. Of course, for this to happen, colleges need to understand that their tuition needs to be lowered. This is why I believe that colleges really need to know that students need the right for their education, and it shouldn't just be a privilege for the students who can pay to go to their schools. I know that it would be very difficult to get colleges to actually lower their prices because it's been tried before, but they really need to understand that if people got the prices lowered, then more of them could get an education, which means more people could get jobs and more people would be able to support themselves.